Happy Friday, my rhinos. Let's get going. So we'll give it a minute, let everyone get in here. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see what's going on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Happy Friday, everyone. And let's have a little bit of fun, right? Let's go ahead and let's take a look at some numbers. We're going to go ahead and walk everyone through the partnership program to go ahead and easily do it on your end. I do want to go through the balance sheet a little bit. Why not? Let's see where we are this week, what our projections are going forward, how everything's built. Because I think this is week 8. So we have a data set that's fairly reliable at this point. So let's give it a second. We'll let everyone get in. We have a good showing so far. And totally cool. So hopefully everyone's having the most amazing Friday. Here in New Jersey, it actually snowed last night. So I went ahead and had my fancy auto start, right? So I auto started the car and then I went back into my apartment and got myself ready. And then I walk out to my car to see that it never auto started. And I got to tell you, when you auto start a car in the middle of the snow, when you purposely slow yourself at home, because you're like, all right, the more time I spend here, the warmer the car is going to be, the better it's going to be. The snow's going to melt right off it. And then you walk outside to see none of that's done. It takes a special kind of someone to not pick up that car and throw it out a window, right? So not that I think anyone can pick up a car and throw it out a window, but you get the point. All right, cool. We got a good showing. Let's go ahead and just walk through some stuff. Today's not going to be a long day. First, the email that we sent out went ahead and highlighted the partnership program. Now, what makes the partnership program so special and so important is that it allows everyone in a very easy way to be able to share with friends and family and whomever that you see fit. Now, of course, every program has some type of affiliate thing, and it always behooves everyone. Yeah, go ahead and tell people. What makes this platform different is that we all own it. The platform is built on the community. The platform is built on the members that are a part of it. And it's in everyone's best interest to go ahead, and not even best interest, that sounds it's in everyone's best intention to go ahead and share with others. Hey, this is what we're doing over here. Why don't you check it out? Everyone that participates and joins a platform is getting 50 coin every single month. Everyone that's a part of it has the opportunity to purchase additional coin. Because what we do know is that because the platform is free, everything is free along the way, that coin that then facilitates all transactions in January 2023, which is completely backed by the transactions. Therefore, the more transactions equal the more buying of the coin, equal the higher value of the coin, all comes down to members on the platform, right? So when we're able to go ahead and say, hey, Mr. Jones, I see that you have a business, or do you not have a business? I see you're an employee. I see that you're unemployed. Whatever your story is, why don't you come join us here at Rhino? We'll make you the website. We'll make you the business. We'll make you the logo. We'll go ahead and even make you sales. We'll introduce you to the community. We'll run traffic to your company. We'll put you in our search algorithm. And the more people that come on the platform, the more people that are going to be able to see what you do, understand what you do, and purchase from who you are and what you're doing. Would you like that? Of course I'd like that. In fact, in January 2023, those purchases are going to be in coin because we're going to go ahead and code the wallet that's going to be a part of your closing transactions, which means every time someone purchases from you, they're automatically buying the coin because your purchases are going to be converted into coin. Now, of course, you can redeem it for the dollars immediately because it's going to be an open marketplace. But the more transactions you make, the better we all do because we all are owning that coin. So what's that coin going to be worth if we're able to build an entire economy that builds the transactions and everyone's happy? Probably a lot. So as you can do that math fairly easily, and not that you need a calculator for what I just said, but more transactions, higher value of coin, check, that math works pretty easily. Therefore, if you're able to share with others and say, hey guys, we have a platform that is actually working for us. See, we are the first ever in the history of the world, and I say that because we invented the term distributive marketing, that we are marketing to you, we are marketing to everyone. We're constantly marketing because we're looking to grow our platform. But our way of marketing, our means of marketing is by distributing you stuff. because we believe that if we believe that our product and service is better than everyone else's, if we believe that our intentions are aligned with those that we're welcoming, and if we believe that everything we're doing it for the people that are part of it, because we believe if those are all true, the people that are going to be a part of it are going to share with other people and build a community that is a very large population of those that are loyal and happy and have a good experience. If you have a loyal, happy population that's fairly large, all having and sharing a good experience, looking to share with others, what's the value of that? The value of that is many multiples more than the value of any one of the people on the platform giving $37 or $500 or $1,000 a month. The value of that is in the billions and trillions, right? If you can have 1 million people on the platform, all looking to stay there happily and bring other people on it, that's worth a lot more than if those 1 million people each gave you $100, right? So, and that's not the value where it's okay, cool, Anthony puts that in his pocket. No, Anthony is simply just the leader of this platform. I'm not the owner. We all own it. We have investors that own stock in the company. Every single person of Rhino owns coin. The coin is where the value is going to be. Everyone's able to purchase more. Everyone's able to see where the price of the coin is, where it's been, where it's going in real time every single day. So with that being said, is that something that you think would at least behoove you to go ahead and share with someone else and say, hey, listen, if you want to be a part of it, cool. I'm a part of it. I love it. I think it's a good idea that you do, but please make your own decision. And I think you're going to find out that this company is the first time ever that their literally only interest is in making your dreams come true, because if they're able to do that, they're able to build a model that allows them to make everyone's dreams come true. And when everyone's in one place with their dreams coming true, that's a good place. They'd like to be there. That population, to capture that population, is worth trillions. And that's what the company's looking to do. So that's kind of what a little roundabout of why the partnership program is so important, not only for Rhino, not only for the members of Rhino, but for those that do not know Rhino yet. So let's go ahead and walk you through that, right? And I also want to go ahead, I just said go ahead 3 times in my 2 sentences, but I want to do so as well so I can have a very clear recording of it, because when we have our new host starting in 2 weeks, I would like her to be able to see how we did it, right? In which case, we're probably going to have to do it again next week, because the website's being upgraded as we speak. It will look a little different Monday, but not different in the sense of, oh my God, where did everything go? It's going to be far cleaner. We're going to get rid of a couple of buttons, redirect the flow so that those that are coming to the site find that they're happy to be there. Like right now, our main call to action is to join the meetings that we have. But that's a high ask, right? To have someone that's new come to the website and then ask them to give you all of their information just so that they could go ahead and sign up for a meeting that they don't even know really what's going on. It's a high hurdle. So we have heard those that are a part of this platform. We have heard those that have chosen to pause on participating. And we went ahead and taken all of that advice, and we constantly create a better product, right? So the point of me saying that is we're not going to record this one. We'll do it again next week because the site's going to change a little bit. But for those that are not part of the partnership, you should be. And I'd be so bold to say you should be right now, right? So let's do this together. So I'm going to do a share screen. And let's go to Google today, right? Good old Google. Now, when I say that we invented this, I'm not joking, right? Distributive marketing. Okay. Add, result. Number 1, Google, first page, number 1. And in fact, we could go ahead and show you first page on Google, Bing, Yahoo, MSN, DuckDuckGo, you name it, .com, we're number 1, because not only did we invent it, but we have a real community. We have over like 500 and something members that grows every single week. We have over 40 businesses that route all their traffic to our platform. We have over, I think last week on one day, we had 2,300 views of the platform. So it's pretty cool. So let's go to our website. All right, let me just move some stuff around that I can see on my screen that you can't see on yours. All right, so this is the main page, distributivemarketing.com. And this copy is going to change. These buttons are going to be reordered. These icons are going to be reordered, and some of them are coming down. These are going to be reordered and cleaned up. This is going to be cleaned up. Excuse me. So again, the site's being improved and upgraded based on the advice that's been given to us by you and those that are not a part of our platform. So when you go to Rhino Partners, I'm going to copy and paste this link, because the second I click it, it's going to go to my partnership. So let me just pull that up. So I'm going into the chat function. I'm posting to everybody. If you do not have partnership with Rhino yet, you have to go to this link, and it's really super easy. In fact, I'm going to show you how easy it is, right? So let me copy and paste distributive marketing. Let's go on incognito window so you can see what it looks like as a newcomer, right? So it's really this easy. Would you like to join? Sign up here. Your name, your last name, your email, and that you're not a robot. Now, if you're on this call, we have your first name, we have your last name, we have your email. So the idea of, oh, okay, I don't know if I really want to share that information is not a consideration one should have in doing this. Now, to be a part of this, now again, you receive 50 coin per month anyway from being on the platform. If you're on this call, you're part of the platform. There's 540, I believe, that own coin right now. And they receive 50 every single month. For being part of the partnership program, though, you receive 10 coin per friend or family, per person that you refer to come to the platform. Now, when you go ahead and refer someone to the platform, where do they go? So what you'll see is that we were able to go ahead and shorten the link. So it's a nice, beautiful link. This is your affiliate link. Well, this is obviously mine, right? So I could copy the link, and so I can see where it goes. So upon copying and pasting it, it takes them right to this site, the Rhino's Letter to Wall Street, which is a really powerful letter. In fact, I want to play it again. I know some of us on this call have seen it once or twice. I do see that we have many new people on this call that have not seen it. And I honestly believe it's just one of the best videos, and there's never enough times to watch it. It's 2 minutes long. So if you would join me, please, let's play this for 2 minutes.
Dear Wall Street, the greatest trick ever pulled was you convincing the world that you don't exist.
Money buys elections. You exist in the government. Money buys houses. You live in homes. Money buys education. You live in thoughts. Money buys survival. You exist in families. Money buys media. You exist in the news.
When you held our government hostage and mandated only Wall Street companies be deemed essential, you went way too far, because the way you took our family businesses from us, you left us with nothing for you to control.
Over these last 2 years, you've taken away our belief in elections, in doctors, in fairness, in law enforcement, in opportunity, in genders, in privacy, in schooling, in family, in media, in science, in all basic freedom.
Because you have even taken our customers, we are now forced to become your employees, to work alongside our former employees who you also took. We watched how you printed trillions of dollars in your bailouts for our great-grandchildren to pay back. And just to rub it in, you left us to pay the inflation on gas prices with unemployment, while you cash out billions in stock price inflation.
Either we trust being your customer and your employee, or we destroy you by simply walking away.
Because you only care to take more people's money, you're selling your companies at 30 times their profits. Those who buy your stocks are buying what you've convinced them they'll be worth 30 years from today. What would happen if all of a sudden your companies lost their customers? If we walked away?
And unlike every other time you've crashed, this time will not hurt us. It'll be because we chose to no longer be your customer, but instead be each other's customers. The money wouldn't disappear. You would. And do you really think we are going to vote for government to bail you out again? We demand better.
Rhino is built for this exact moment.
for rhinos, by rhinos.
How cool. So I'd like to address the two that are in the chat. So Tanya, if you go to the main page, right, and go right to Rhino Partners, you're going to find your link right here. This link is mine because I'm signed in. Your link will be yours because obviously your computer knows you and you're signed in as well. Tony, are you basically against the government? Tony, I'm not against the government. I believe government is a good thing. I believe that people should have, when you go bowling, the bars on both sides, right? Bumpers. I do believe that there should be a body that is elected by the people that represents the people to go ahead and act in the people's best interest. I'm not an anarchist. I believe that people do need someone. I do think people need to have a body that they vote that's accountable to them. Yeah, the government's a good thing. It's just a matter of if the people that are voted in have your interest at heart or do they have their interest at heart? That's the question. So that's the difference. Okay, well, oh, thank you. Yeah, I got a little, I was like, because you know what, we have so many different people on this call that sometimes people ask questions with kind of like gotcha questions where they're waiting to harp on you. So sometimes I have to take a step back and really think about the way I answer it. So I'm really quite pleased that you're a well-reasoned, good faith actor. So thank you. So what I do want to go ahead and show with the partnership page, what makes it really so cool, and we've done a lot of work to do this for you, is that all of these buttons, your primary social links, are literally just buttons that you can click and you can immediately share your link, your referral link with as many people as you want. So what do I mean, right? So what you can do right here, so let's go back to make sure you know how to get there. Distributivemarketing.com, we're on the main page, right? We scroll down to Rhino Partners, right? As we get here, it opens up your dashboard. This is your link. Now, say you wanted to go ahead and email a bunch of people, right? Like you have an email list of 100 people, or you have friends and family, or you do internet marketing and you have 10,000 people on an email list. And you say, okay, I want to email them. Just show the Twitter one, please. I will. I'm going to do them all though. All right, so you want to go ahead and email them. Well, you can click the email button, and upon clicking the email button, you have the email copy. But more importantly than that, this link right here has your affiliate's code in it, right? So if I go ahead and copy this link and I show it, what you'll see is there's my affiliate link, right? And there's my affiliate code. Meaning when you go ahead and click this email button, you're able to copy and paste this entire copy and copy and paste it right into your own emails. Those that open up those emails will see your link. They will go ahead and click your link, and that will be directly credited to you. You have to exit the Twitter link. Just wonderful. Oh, edit. Okay, cool. Well, let's see what it looks like. So I know I had to edit it yesterday. So I did edit it. Oh, you butthead. All right, so how about this, right? Actually, I don't need both of those in there. I just need the first one. Yay! All right, cool. The Twitter link is good to go. So we can go back to this now. Discard. Okay. So, no, thank you, Deborah. So I just edited it in real time and now it's good. So let's see, Twitter, boom. So we do have a couple of Facebook ads that we put out there just to test the read-through rates and the click-through rates and stuff like that. And we found that one of them is really highly powerful. People do read it through. And this is the beginning of it. And this is the meat and potatoes of it. So as a Twitter post, this is going to get a lot of attention, and a lot of people will go ahead and click that, which will give you that credit, right? So we have that in email, we have that in Facebook, we have that in Twitter, we have that in WhatsApp, we have that in text message, we have that in LinkedIn, we have that even in Instagram. And then when you come over here to marketing materials, we have that also in a banner that you're able to copy and paste anything you want. You can have the HTML code and put it directly on your website. And we also have it in a Pinterest. You can go ahead and pin it. So you can actually, and this is the most amazing part, we have made it so simple that you can sit there and say, okay, I'm going to spend the next 3 minutes. I'm going to click every one of these buttons, click, post, click, post, click, post, click, post. And if you have a bit of a following or anyone that has any interest in anything that you post, you're going to go ahead and start receiving credit, but also you're going to be building out our community. Now, so that is that. Also, I always want to touch on Rhino Marketplace, and then we're going to get into the Rhino coin balance sheet and the projections. I always want to touch on Rhino Marketplace because it is the most important part of Rhino. Our marketplace is where all of our transactions happen. Therefore, the more companies that are on the marketplace, the more transactions that are possible. Now, one might say, well, and if you have like 1,000 companies, well, can you really, does that really help any one company, right? Like if a marketplace has only one company, then it's very easy to say that one company is going to be seen 100% of the time. When you have 1,000 companies, you start scrolling and you're like, how would I ever see that company, right? Well, that's the beauty of the marketplace. The marketplace has its own proprietary search algorithm for its own search engine. Meaning, if I want to go ahead and find a guitar company, we already have it coded to go find a guitar company. If I want to find an infusion company, I could go ahead and find an infusion company. If I want to go find Leon's company, I could go find Leon's company, right? So this is a 2.0 version, and this algorithm is going to go up to like a 10 or a 15.0 version because it is getting, we work on it every single day. Because the value of the algorithm, the value of the search engine is it allows our community to have its own economy. What do I mean by that? Okay. If we go ahead and have a marketplace of only our Rhino companies, now mind you, has a Rhino company come to be, right? It's anyone in any walk of life. Hey, would you like to join Rhino? We're going to go ahead and allow you to evolve from a customer to a business owner because we believe every single person is their own business owner, whether you're selling your labor to your employer or whether you're selling a product to a customer. Therefore, if you have a business, an existing business, if you have a business idea, if you have a dream, you can achieve it because coming to Rhino, we're going to make it for you. We're going to make the company for you. We're going to build the website for you. We're going to do everything it takes for you to own that dream. That dream then ends up on the marketplace, meaning you now own your dream company. The question then becomes, well, how do you get people to that? Well, that's the growth in Rhino. And because every single person on Rhino owns the Rhino coin, and because every transaction is going to be backed by Rhino coin in January 2023, it's in everyone's best interest to go ahead and transact on the platform because everyone owns the reward of those transactions. Therefore, everyone that comes in is a business owner that's also a customer of the other business owners. Well, how does anyone find the businesses? Welcome to our search engine. So as you can see, this is going to have hundreds and thousands of companies, and any one of those owners could say, okay, I want to buy Valentine's Day gifts, right? Like I want to send flowers to my lovely, to my dear. All right, rather than go on Google and type in flowers, let me go on Rhino and type in flowers. Oh, great. And by then we hope to have a flower shop. That flower shop's going to come up and you're going to say to yourself, I know the owner of this flower shop. I may never have met them, but I know that this is a business owner that equally has been taken advantage of by big business and big government. I know that this person has been approved by Rhino. They're part of the community and they participate in everything that all of us are trying to do together. Therefore, I want to give them my business. Take that and multiply it across the entire platform, and then take that and create and box it into a marketing message, and then run ads to Rhino search engine in direct comparison and competition with Google search engine. The search engine of your neighbors, not of big tech, right? The search engine of your brother, not big brother, right? Like you can see these things becoming populist messages. And when the marketplace has hundreds and thousands of companies, the user experience is going to be quite good. A user could come to the search engine and they will get a result, and they'll get a good result, and they'll get a result that they're pleased with. As long as that's the case, then why wouldn't they use this? Therefore, we have to continue building up the marketplace, which means everyone that builds the marketplace is directly affecting the benefits of everyone that's in the marketplace. It's like the first time in history that because we created a program that absolutely benefits everyone that's a part of it, everyone that does anything automatically benefits themselves equally as much as they benefit the next person next to them, which means we're all in it together. Because Anthony can't do this by himself. Not any one person can do this by themselves. We have to actually band together and say, okay, what if we were together? What if we were able to capture the power of population? Welcome to Rhino, right? So let me go ahead and copy this link. I'm going to copy it into the chat. Let me just read what someone wrote. Just to know, Telegram is growing fast, especially for those interested in crypto. Tony, I agree with you. Unfortunately, our affiliate platform does not have a Telegram button. I will look into that. In fact, I'm going to write it down right now. But with that said, you can go ahead and press any one of those buttons, including and probably the email one, copy that, and then paste it into your Telegram. So I don't want to go ahead and say, oh, darn, we can't do Telegram. No, we just can't do it with your eyes closed, right? Like you can't do it as simply as pressing a button and pressing enter. You need to take an additional step. You need to press a button, copy, press another button, paste, press another button, send. So as long as you're okay with those additional 2 steps, we would be really, really privileged and pleased if you would share on Telegram as well, right? So that's that. Ideal. I mean, I love Tony. Tone, okay, first of all, if everyone needs to go ahead and click this link to be a part of the marketplace. Tony, do you have a company on the marketplace? Because we go ahead and schedule our business owners to present as well in front of the community so everyone gets to know everyone. And I really would like to meet you. I kind of like you a lot. All right, so let me just show you what this looks like. So when you press that link, guys, it's very simple. We made this purposely simple. We have an entire team that their only job is to, that sounds weird, right? Only job. Their goal is to contact you and build this for you. That's their work day, right? When they come to work, they say, okay, what do I have to do today? All right, let me take a look at the submissions for Rhino Marketplace. Let me reach out to everyone that's submitted. Let me build their site for them. That's their actual day. They come in and that's what they do. Therefore, we made this so simple because you're going to have a one-on-one person working with you. So what's your name? How do we contact you? What's your phone number? Is this an existing business you have, or is this a future business idea that you like? What's the name of your business? And if you don't have a business, what do you think the name might be? Or do you not know? What's your business? Or do you have a business idea? Share it. Do you have a website yet? If not, type that you need one. Do you have a logo yet? If not, click that you need a logo. Click that you need a website. Click other and tell us anything that you need. Upon submitting this, you have a team member, a Rhino team member that's going to be with you, holding your hand from step 1, from step 0 to step hero, in which case you're going to have your website on this platform. So I always show this one because we made this site for this person. It's a really beautiful site. Like, it's really, really gorgeous. You get the email capture right from the beginning. You get to see look at all these different tabs, look at all these social links. Do you want to go ahead and book now? Do you want to learn more about it? These are the things they do. This is this. This is a cute little video that shares exactly what the company does so that a 5th grader could understand it. This is Dr. Oz explaining exactly what the service is so that like a 5th grader could understand it. Contact us. This can be yours. We are purpose. Let me just take it a step further because I like doing that, right? We're actually going to be hiring 2 different website designers, probably by the end of this month, that their whole job is to work with me, well, in the beginning, but then I need to. So the goal is that we're going to go through the 1,000 most searched industries and products via Google, and then go ahead and create a solution for each one of those on our platform. So let me just show it to you, right? So we're going to Rhino Coin, view balance sheets, and only because I want to show you this. do it for yourself site ideas, right? So this is already research from Google. And it's not like difficult research, right? Like what do people buy online? Clothes, shoes, accessories, fitness products, etc. We are going to make a website and an actual successful business for every one of these categories that is mirrored and uses as an example the most successful companies in that niche, right? So selling clothes, Macy's sells a lot of clothes. Macy's website's gorgeous. Macy's website has had billions of dollars in investment to make it as good and as likable as it is. Therefore, we're going to copy what they do, not copy word for word. We're not plagiarizing. We're going to see what they do, and we're going to go ahead and take inspiration and then make our version with our clothes, with our everything, create that website, and then give it away. Why? You might say, Anthony, that's crazy. Why would you give someone a $10,000 site that's already successful? Because I can't run every site, but you know what I can run? I can run a platform. I can build a platform. I can grow a platform. And if I can have hundreds of those sites all done by our team in the niches that they need to be, all successful, given to business owners that just step in and operate them, then what happens to our marketplace? Big picture. Think about that. So it's not that I'm doing anything for free. I just have my eye on the big picture and I know what I need to do. So not only are we making everyone their site, not only are we bringing your existing business over, not only are we're offering to create your dream business, but we're actually going to say, okay, you don't even have a dream business. We're going to make a business and we're just going to give it to you. And you just need to run it like a competent adult, right? So one might say, Ant, well, this sounds really great. You should really get the word out. I agree. So Rhino 2022, we already have a calendar put together. So in January, you're going to be meeting your new host, not next week, but the following week. Maybe we'll have her on one day next week and I'll interview her, right? Like let's all get to know her. But in February, we're going to hire these two super duper designers and we're going to start building out done for you sites, done for you businesses. And it's really, I find that everything in life that you could sell to someone, you can make more money by giving it to them for free. And I know that doesn't make sense, right? Like when you think about that, it makes no sense. I have investors. When I went ahead and told them that we're done charging anyone for anything, they're like, Anthony, I like you, I trust you, but I think you're like certifiably insane. I go, not only are we not going to charge people, but I'm canceling all the payments of everyone that's paying us for anything. And they're like, wait a second. So you're going to zero voluntarily? I go, yeah. And they're like, well, F me, right? Like, I guess this really worked out well. But the point of the story is, if you're able to create a platform where everyone enjoys where they are, the value of population is more than anything that you could calculate. If you can capture the value of population, you own a very large number. You own a country. What is a country? It's just population that someone captured, right? Like George Washington said, okay, you guys are part of this. So just kind of go by that and we're good, right? Same thing in France, same thing in Australia, same thing in China, same thing everywhere. That's what a country is. That's what an economy is. Hey guys, we're all going to agree to use this currency and let's trade back and forth. And we're gonna elect some people that are gonna act in our interest so that when we trade with other people, we have your back, right? Like we got you. That's what we're doing. We're basically on the most basic level crowdsourcing a digital economy. And it's a big idea. And I promise you it's going to happen. Well, it's already happening, right? So let's take a look at 2022. In March, we're going to start running paid ads to our Rhino search engine. So we need to have all this stuff done and have that marketplace with at least over 100 companies by March. Preferably like 200-300, that would be great. So I really got to work harder. But come April, this is where it all really starts getting fun. Anthony's going to be traveling and hosting live events every other weekend, 1,000-person events. So we will hire a publicist or some type of publicity coordinator. And I'm going to have a very instinct message, right? Like we're going to structure a presentation. Anthony's never going to walk around like, okay, and then on 1992, Columbus sailed the ocean blue, which I know is 1492, right? But it still rhymes. That's never going to happen. Anthony's still going to be, okay, and then this happened over here, and then why'd you? But it's going to be structured in such a way that everyone will not only understand, but they'll be drawn in. they'll appreciate it. Anthony's going to stay there all weekend. Anthony's going to get to know the team, the community. Anthony's going to go shop at the local stores. Anthony's going to go eat at the local pubs. Anthony's going to go to store, door to door. We're going to capture from a grassroots every single town we go to. We're going to bring on new rhinos by meeting them, by shaking their hands. We're going to allow them all the function everyone has. Go down the marketplace. Go ahead and share with the partnership. We're going to have a professional camera crew that's going to follow us and air this and live stream it. We're going to do this every other weekend. Now we're going to be doing it every weekend, which is going to allow more people to come into the platform, which is going to allow more people to purchase the coin. And I'm going to show you why they're going to purchase the coin, which allows more money to come in as investment that allows us to go ahead and do more websites, build out the marketplace more, do more meetings, more weekend live events until it grows and grows and grows. And then the end of this year, we're going to be doing charity outreaches in October, November, and December. And then January becomes our Rhino coin launch. If we do all of this and then end the last 3 months with charity functions for 3 months in a row during the holiday season, I can promise you that coin's going to be worth a whole lot more than it is today. I can promise you Rhino's going to be a household name. I can promise you everything that we want is going to happen. All right, so I'm going to show you the coin, but let me look at the chat first because I see people chatting. I don't have a business at the moment. Watch this space though, branching out online. Looks cool. Tony, come up with a business idea. We're going to work with you. Clubhouse is also a great platform. Deborah, I agree with you. So if you could, so I think Clubhouse is one where you just you talk, right? Which obviously I can do quite well. I don't have a footprint in Clubhouse. So if anyone has a following in Clubhouse and would like to invite me on, the answer is yes. What do we need to do to qualify for a creative business? Nothing. I'm going to make them and I'm going to give them out. I need people to be competent. I already know you, you're going to get one no matter what. But that'll be the criteria. Are you a reasonable adult that's actually going to run this business? If the answer is yes, it's yours. If it's just something, okay, I'll do it, and then you leave it with your shiny objects that you buy from other people for 47. Other people's products are $497, not naming any names. If you're going to put it with that junk, then no. Loving the Republic of Calishone. All right, I love it. This Tony guy, or girl, I guess, right? I don't know. It's amazing. So let's walk through the coin projections, and then we're going to let you go and enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll be here tomorrow, so you can join me again, and then we'll join the weekend, right? Okay. So this first row is duration, right? Week 1, week 2, week 3. This next row is the high view count for our website in a given week. This next row is our webinar registrants. So you're on a webinar right now. This is how many people are registered for our webinars. This is the number of people on the platform. This takes into account investors, marketplace, webinar registrants, Rhino Wealth, just anyone that's in our ecosystem that receives an email from us and owns coin, that's members. Rhino businesses, obviously, is the number of businesses that are in the marketplace. Projected annual Rhino Marketplace revenue, we assume $7,800 a year per company. Anyone will say, Anthony, that is a crazy low assumption. There is no company that is even able to stay in business that makes less than $15,000 a year. And we agree with you, right? But in offering numbers to anyone, I have no interest in over-embellishing anything because I'm accountable to you. I need to manage your expectations correctly, right? If I said to you, okay, guys, then next week we're going to be millionaires, blah, 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 and that excitement caused you to start purchasing stuff, and then that did not come to fruition, you're going to say, hey, Ant, I understand I'm an adult, and I understand that you didn't put a gun to my head, but you really mismanaged my expectations. How could I ever trust you again? But if I said to you, okay, guys, next year it's going to be a good year and we're still going to be working, but it's going to be a good year. And then all of a sudden next year you're living in $1 billion house. You're going to say, all right, and you kind of really undersold yourself, but I get it. You're going to deliver. So along those lines, we're going to deliver. So we're going to assume that every company makes $150 a week in revenue. That's it. And if that's the case, then this is the annual revenue generated by our companies on a 1-year basis. That being said, this is the weekly revenue generated by our companies. This is the amount of coin owned by the members of the platform plus 50 million. So Rhino holds 50 million coin because Rhino goes ahead and compensates its current and its future team in Rhino coin plus a salary. I find it to be very silly to give away all the coin and then hire people that are going to be a part of the platform and never go ahead and reward them or incentivize them in coin, because we need everyone to be equally as invested, right? So that's where that 50 million coin comes. I'll tell you this, if it ends up being that I have 10, 20, 30 million coin left over after the fact, I'm going to donate it right back to the platform. And anyone that knows me knows that's the case. This line is the investor ownership. An investor is simply defined as somebody that purchased additional coin, right? I don't want to say the word investor and confuse anyone to start looking at securities law. The coin doesn't exist. It doesn't exist until January 2023. So this is simply pre-order for what we believe is going to exist in January 2023, right? And I've purposely worded that purposely, right? So everyone understands that. That being said, this is a coin purchased by people that want to purchase coin. What's interesting about this, it's 21,918,705 coin has been purchased in addition to coin that's been given out for free. That comes out to the average Rhino purchases $33.15 worth of coin weekly. Yes, we have 537 Rhinos. The average Rhino, so think about that, 537 Rhinos invest $33.15 every single week to purchase additional coin. That's the average number. Hence why we're able to get our projections. This is the literal value of the coin. If you took the coin and divided it by the weekly transactions, this is how much the coin is literally worth. And of course, we all know literal value lives in a vacuum, and that's it, right? Because there's growth rates and demand rates, and well, they're right here, right? Demand ratio. What is the coin owned by the members? Coin owned by the investors? What is the weekly growth rate of that divided by the supply of coin? That's going to tell us buyer behavior. If X amount of time goes by and the buyer behavior is X, well, then we know even when we run out of coin, that coin's going to be valued as a multiple of the buyer behavior, right? So let's say, for instance, there's 10 bananas and our community buys 2 bananas a week. All of a sudden, those 10 bananas are gone. Does that mean just because there's no purchases, nobody wants bananas anymore? No, it means there's a pent-up demand for 2 bananas a week, but there's just no bananas. Therefore, the price of bananas when they do come on the market are going to be representative of that buyer demand, of that pent-up demand. We found a way to actually calculate that. The projected growth rate, what is the growth rate 3 months from now, right? And again, we're not 3 months from now, but we're starting to have actual numbers and we're able to project it out. And then how is the coin value actually determined? So here it is. The weekly transactional volume divided by total Rhino coin supply of 1 billion, then that's multiplied by the projected demand ratio, which is Rhino coin monthly member disbursement trend, plus Rhino coin, let me just read that, plus Rhino coin weekly purchase trend divided by total supply. Then that's multiplied by the 3-month growth rate and weekly transactional volume. Now, what you'll see is these numbers are stagnant, right? Static, because for the year of 2022, Rhino coin is a managed market. It's not a free market. The coin doesn't actually exist till January 2023. So these numbers are what we are going to stand behind in terms of what the coin is worth. So you can buy it at these prices and you can sell it at these prices, and Rhino stands behind to guarantee all transactions. Rhino makes the market and guarantees the market and stands behind the market. Because as long as we do our job, we can project what the coin's going to be worth once it goes on the exchanges, January 2023. So let's talk about that. The yellow is weeks that we've already accomplished. Green is weeks that we're on, followed by this next green line, which represents January 2023. So this is the first week that the coin is on a free floating platform. a free market. That price is going to be dictated by the free market. It's no longer dictated by Rhino. This red line is the week that's projected that we run out of coin. Again, there's 1 billion supply. So when you add this number plus this number, which is the investor number, plus a coin that's given to the members, you get to the 1 billion mark, and then you realize there's no more coin any further, which means that demand ratio, that pent up demand, really starts putting a coiled spring approach on the price of that coin. Then the last green line is January 2024, right? So when we look at January 2023, we see the projected price of Rhino coin is $3.85. In January 2024, we see the projected price of Rhino coin is $27,606. You may say to yourself, well, Ant, how'd you come up with that number, right? So let me walk you through something. These are all real numbers, right? So we go ahead and in real time accounts for everything that we do. These growth rates are then extrapolated going forward. So these numbers all calculate, if you continue doing just what you're doing, this is what the math predicts. Mind you, two things come to mind. One, well, can you ever keep a consistent growth rate, or does growth rate decline as time goes forward? Yes. But then the second thing is, are we even close to being big enough to say that we've saturated the market, right? We only have 500 people. Next year, well, I keep saying next year, this year, we're going to be doing awareness programs. I'm going to be doing live events on a weekly basis. We're going to be growing at such a rate that these numbers severely underestimate what the numbers are going to be. That being said, let's go ahead and show you the power of what we're doing. So it's a bit of a little magic trick, right? Nothing up Anthony's sleeves. So this value right here, the projected price of Rhino coin in January 2024 is $27,606.46, right? Can we remember that number? 27,606, 27,606, 27,606, and 27,606. Can we remember that? I'm sorry, I have a newborn that watches Sesame Street, and everything about Sesame Street is in a jingle, and you could remember everything if you could sing it. 27,606, 27,606, right? We remember it. Okay, cool. So let's scroll up here. And what everyone will always know in any type of platform, especially when you're valuing population, the members on the platform is where everything begins. You cannot make money having the cure for cancer if you don't know someone with cancer, right? So you need to have people, and you can have the best thing in the world. If you don't have the people, you have nothing. 27,606, right? So right here, we have 537 members. Next week, we're projected at having 623 members. So let's say next week, we only have 200 members, right? Everyone says, Anthony, you smell, your song of 27,606 was terrible. I don't want to be here anymore. See you later, pal. Okay. Now, what you would have seen, Rhino theme song, totally cool. So take a look at these numbers. Now, don't memorize them like 27,606. Don't memorize them like 27. Ah, that had no rhythm. 27,606. But understand and absorb the zeitgeist, right? Like the look and feel, because all of these numbers are going to change. Because what you will see, and what I've just told you, is that all of these numbers are real, right? They're recorded metrics. They're recorded, there are weeks performance, right? Recorded. And these growth rates are then calculated and extrapolated going forward, which means every number calculates the next number. So this number calculates that number, which calculates that number, which calculates that number. And this line calculates this line, which calculates this line, which calculates this line. So what you're going to see is all of these numbers are going to change. You ready? Do it again. Now, remember that number? 27,606. Let's go see what it is now. Now it's 2,898. How did that change? How did 90%, how did we just lose 90% of our value? Well, because every number is based on the growth rate that's already been preceded by the previous weeks and the previous trailing 3 weeks, right? So if we have bad numbers, if things are not going well, everything is calculated to show you exactly where you're going to be if things stay the way they are. So let's say all of a sudden next week, instead of 623, we have 1,000 members. Like, who knows, right? If we have 1,000 members, this is now 71,000. The point is, this is January 2024, but what if you want to know what it is the week before? What about the week before that? What about the week before that? What if you want to know what's projected in January 2023 when it goes public? What if, and that's the transparency. That's the educational material. That's the open book nature of Rhino. That's going to allow you to say that these prices are either too high or too low. So last month, we offered coin at 1.5 cents. That's gone forever. It's now 2 cents. In March, it'll be 3 cents. In April, it'll be 4 cents. Every month this year goes up 1 penny until December, where it's 13 cents. And that's the last month that Rhino guarantees the price, because then it becomes a free market, and whatever it is, right? But we believe we'll be able to know what it is because we did all the calculations. When you know the supply and when you know the demand, you know the price. So that's the opportunity that allows everyone to participate in Rhino. So these people have free coin. These people have the free coin, plus they purchased more coin. So I want to go ahead and show you the coin, right? So let's go ahead over there, right? A couple of things. Well, let me read the chat. First time I ever watched one of your presentations, Ann, I'm really impressed. You certainly know your stuff. I will have to find what your background is and not the time and place to do it here. Glad I came on. Tony, seriously, my pleasure. All right, so let's take a look at all those that own the coin. So because we're so transparent, we actually have a ledger. The ledger shows you who owns the coin and how much they own. Take a look. Now, before I do that, actually, this page is our website, right? This page is yours. All of these buttons that I'm clicking are yours to look. We are so transparent that we have our books open to the entire globe. Now, when you click it, it's in read only. Like, you can't change the numbers. Only I can change the numbers. But you can see them and you can make note. So when you click this button and you go to our personal Rhino ledger sheet, now, of course, my sheet has other numbers. I'm not going to show you people's last names. I'm not going to show you people's email addresses. But these are people's first names. And obviously, you know your first name and you have a certain sense of how much coin you own. So you could go ahead and find your name. Some of these names aren't real. Some of them said, Anthony, I want to put up an alias. Some of them said, Anthony, I need an alias, right? Like Solomon isn't a person named Solomon. But Solomon is a very, very large coin holder, and Solomon doesn't want everyone knowing their name. In fact, Doctor wants to be known as just Doctor. The point is, you can see this is what they owned in November, this is what they owned in December, this is what they owned in January. This sheet is sorted in descending order for the latest month. So this is the order, right? And you can scroll down. This is everyone that owns coin. Not bad, right? Okay. Lastly, well, first of all, we have a Q&A. This came from an email chain that somebody was emailing us originally, Anthony asking about the coin, and we answered it question by question. And I thought that would be quite valuable as an FAQ, so we put it here. Now, what if you want to sell the coin? It's right here. So my name is Anthony. My last name is Calishone. My email is anthonycalishone@rhinoresearchllc.com. Now, let's say I own 100,000 coin, right? Well, like I said, it's a managed market. You can see the prices right here. I want to sell it in June at 7 cents. Okay, cool. How much do I like to sell? I'd like to sell 10,000. I have 100,000. I'd like to sell 10,000. I'm requesting to sell Rhino. I've read the terms and conditions, which is right here. And if you like the way I speak, it's written in my language. I wrote them. Like, all Rhino coin ownership will be recorded on Rhino Research LLC public ledger. It's not written by an attorney. There's no fancy, stupid language in it. It's just normal speech. So please read it. I'm not a robot. Cool. Submit. Upon submitting this, that comes directly to my email, but it also comes directly to the sales calendar. Now, let me explain how that works. Every month, Rhino sells Rhino coin. The amount of coin Rhino sells is 50% the growth rate of the platform, right? So if the platform grows 100% month over month, well, then we're only going to sell 50% additional coin month over month, right? So the platform grew 100%, the coin grew 50%, which means the platform is the demand, the coin is the supply, which means we will always defend demand being higher than supply, so we could go ahead and defend the value of the coin. That being said, that is the calculation for how much we sell of coin. Of the coin we sell, 50% goes to Rhino Treasury because we have to grow the platform. The other 50% goes to fulfill individual requests. Therefore, if somebody says, okay, in June, I want to sell 10,000 coin. Well, in June, we sell X amount of coin, whatever that number is. 50% of it then goes to calculate and fulfill all the individual requests. Now, what if all the individual requests aren't fulfilled? Well, A, we don't actually see that happening because as long as we do our job, everyone's going to want to buy the coin because the projections are going to be so high. But secondly, Rhino holds $150,000 in reserve to go ahead and come out of pocket because we will buy the coin right from you because we know what the coin's going to be worth. Let's say both of those things aren't enough still. Well, then you're just brought into the next month, right? Then you're number one for the next month. So when I say we guarantee the market, that's what I mean. We're going to guarantee the market. But is there a possibility that you buy $1 million worth of coin and I can't go ahead and sell it for 13 times that value by the end of the year? Yes, right? And then it becomes an open market and then you just redeem it on the marketplace, right? Or the exchanges. So the odds that anyone could own coin and not be able to sell coin are so low. But it's kind of like banks, right? Banks operate in fractional reserve banking. Banks lend out 10 to 1. And the belief is everyone's not going to redeem their money at the same time. Therefore, they can go ahead and be leveraged. That's Rhino. We're going to go ahead and guarantee the market. But if everyone at the same time redeems their coin, we're not going to be able to do that. Unless everyone else wants to buy the coin. So it stands to reason, well, if everyone's selling it, how are you going to find everyone that wants to buy it? It means that Rhino's not doing their job, which means you will always know when Rhino's doing their job because the numbers are right there and we're here with you every day, which means if we just do our job, everything is good. So there is a trust factor. Do you believe and do you trust Rhino? And the answer should be yes. Okay. So that's the way you sell it. Now, what if you want to go ahead and get the coin, right? So I wasn't going to go ahead and introduce this, but we have 3 minutes left and we spoke a lot about the coin because everyone knows how to buy coin. And I don't ever want to allow these meetings to be like, okay, and then they're selling something. But is this selling or is this investing, right? Like I'm not selling you bicycles so that I could go ahead and buy lunch for myself. At this point, if you're still on the call, which we have 137 people on, you probably want to go ahead and buy the coin. So here we go. So I'm going to copy and paste this into the chat. Gotta go. Sorry, we'll catch up real soon. Loving the idea. Have a great weekend. Great content. Tony, my pleasure. Have the best weekend. And Tony, before you go, right down here is Rhino Vlog. All of our calls are uploaded here by the next morning. So if you want to finish this call, you can right there. All right, anyway, so we're going back to this. I'm going to copy and paste the Rhino coin link. If you want to follow along, you can. If not, that's fine. So if you want to purchase Rhino coin, this is how you do it. So just to show you, you can see it right here. Like I said, it is a managed market. These are the prices. It's like going to a restaurant and saying, okay, the hot dog is $1, the burger is $2. That's the prices. So let's see, it's January. Okay, January is 2 cents. Great. All right, I can see it. Very cool. And you buy in quantities of 100, because if you cannot afford to buy a quantity of $100, we don't want somebody to be so excited by what we're doing that they go ahead and spend their last $10 in lieu of like buying food, right? So we purposely keep it at 100 because if you can purchase $100 worth, then you're suitable to be a part of it. More than that, though, we do not want to confuse you that this $100 means like everyone's buying $100. You saw the ledger, that's millions purchased. So what we recommend is if you want to take a small position, especially that it's only 2 cents, it was $1.50 cents, now it's 2 cents, maybe buy yourself 10 of 100, so $1,000, right? So $1,000, come on, man, is quantity 10 of 100, right? Simple math, 10 times 100 equals 1,000, purchase. Now, upon clicking the purchase, you're going to come up to the checkout page. Now, I had it at 20 because I purchased 10 the other day, but this is what your page will look like, 10, and double check it, right? 10 times 100 equals 1,000, subtotal 1,000. Now, right here, please bring your attention, SSL Secure Shopping. This is the most secure defense across the internet. And obviously we're a little biased, but it was we chose it, right? So we chose the best one, therefore we're biased to it because it is the best one. Anyone that has something less than that, we're probably going to judge you because we know it's the best one. So you go to checkout. So at checkout, it's everything that you would use to check out somewhere, right? Like this is your shipping details, continue. Now, because we have merch as well, there is an option for shipping methods. Obviously, this is a digital product, so nothing's being shipped to you. We're only going to email you. That being said, I want to go ahead and show you what will be emailed to you. So at the end of every month, well, actually the beginning of every month, you get a gift certificate, not a gift certificate. You get your coin certificate. So what's going to be emailed to you upon completion of your purchase is going to be an invoice, exactly what you did, right? This is your invoice amount, this is your coin, yada, yada, yada. At the beginning of next month, at the beginning of every month, you get a certificate of your total ownership. That's going to be this. This is the completely certified certificate, right? So we have our seal, your name, the amount of coin you own, my signature, and the price of the coin. This is sent to you every single month because everyone collects 50 coin per month for free. Again, we distribute it to everyone. But if you go ahead and purchase additional coin, you want to have an up-to-date certificate at the end, because come January 2023, now again, we have a ledger, we know what everyone owns, but this is going to be a certificate that's going to allow you to redeem your coin. Because once we create the coin, then we'll register on Coinbase or Kraken or Binance. You'll go ahead and say, hey, Ant, this is my certificate, this is my wallet address, send me my coin, bada bing, bada boom, you have your coin. So this is quite important, but it's always going to be your certificate. And if you want a physical one, let us know and we'll mail it to you, right? Gift certificates are evergreen for birthdays, anniversaries, graduation, family reunions, holidays, etc. Yes. So the gift certificates was so popular for Christmas that we left it, and we're just changing the numbers, right? Like as the price of the coin goes up, the packages change. But yeah, we're going to leave the gift certificate up, Deborah. All right. So you go ahead and click continue. Then you have your payment information, right? Your debit card, credit card, whatever. Click continue, and then boom, review and place order, and you are set to go, good to go. In which case you will find yourself on the ledger first thing tomorrow morning, because right after, I still do the ledger manually. It's important to me. I like knowing everyone's information. I make sure that everyone is absolutely accurate. It's our financials, and I will always take great pride and privilege and responsibility in it, so I do it manually. Right after this call, I'm going home because I have a date night with my wife. We're going to Longhorn Steakhouse, which might surprise some people. Oh, a chain restaurant. First of all, Anthony is not that cool. Anthony hates spending money on himself. With that being said, Anthony loves his wife and family, so we do try to have date nights. But that doesn't mean we have to go to like the Four Seasons, right? That being said, Longhorn Steakhouse is the best ribeye steak I think I've ever had. And when I had it there, I was so surprised because I'm like, it's a chain. Oh my God, we look forward to it. So just as a little FYI, if you have a Longhorn near you, get the cowboy ribeye. You're going to be so happy. So I think that's it, right? Like, do I have any questions? No, that was the end of it. So everyone, seriously have an amazing night. I hope you have a date night with your significant other. I'll be back here tomorrow, 11 a.m. and we'll probably do a little bit more of a walkthrough. I don't really know what we'll do tomorrow, but it'll be fun. Why not, right? It'll be a Saturday. I'm in all day because I have to write checks to our investors because we offer dividends. Because, not to get into it, but like I run a company a certain way, and I feel like our investors should get commentaries and dividends every single month. And they agreed with me, right? Like, duh. All right, so that's that. Love everyone, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Yeah, and that was a cool little dance, right? Oh my God, I have no rhythm. Love you, bye.